morning to each and everyone, especially to Professor Dok Chan. So this morning I will going to present to you my philosophical research entitled Leadership Beyond Communication Skills. Challenges such as fostering inclusivity, catering to diverse learning needs, and developing holistic ability among educators and students required an integrative approach for leadership. It is in the midst of the evolving landscape of education that these multifaceted challenges are more complex than ever and go far beyond traditional notions of communication. Leadership is mostly understood in the context of good communication skills like delivering inspired speeches or articulating visions statement. However, these skills alone are not enough to manage the complexity of today's educational landscape. So there are three support of my philosophical research. The first is servant leadership and inclusive empowerment. Servant leadership emphasizes prioritizing the needs of others and fostering supportive and inclusive culture. Second support, reflective practice and ethical decision making. Reflective practice enables leaders to align their actions with core values and institutional goals. And for the third support, holistic development and emotional intelligence, effective leadership encompasses fostering the holistic growth of individuals, balancing emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. So these are the objections. There are three objections. Number one, servant leadership fosters an inclusive, collaborative, and supportive learning environment. However, it may lead to leadership exhaustion, rule diffusion, and difficulty in enforcing discipline. Second objection, excessive reflection can lead to decision paralysis, delaying necessary action in areas like student discipline, classroom management, and resource allocation. And for the third objection, overemphasis on emotions may lead or may prevent data-driven decision making. And these are the answers. For objection number one, the answer is can be mitigated through strategic delegation and setting clear leadership boundaries. Leaders must empower teachers and staff to take ownership of certain responsibilities rather than attempting to handle all issues personally. Second answer for the second objection, school leaders should adopt structured reflection practices such as schedule reviews instead of continuous second guessing. And for the third objection, this is my answer. School leaders should integrate emotional intelligence with performance matrix. Research by Walker and Benson 2024 suggests that leaders who use balanced approach, considering both staff morale and objective indicators, achieve better institutional outcome. And these are my reflection. Number one, servant leadership and inclusive empowerment help establish trust and create a supportive school environment. It is essential to show teachers, students, and the community that their voices really matter. Second, school heads must engage in reflective practice and ethical decision-making to build credibility. As a new leader, this is even more critical because teachers and community will observe how decisions align with school goals and values. And third, emotional intelligence is critical for a new school leader to manage relationship with teachers, students, and the community. A school head with high emotional intelligence can establish good relationship and foster a supportive learning environment. And for the conclusion, leadership in education goes beyond communication. It requires servant leadership, ethical decision-making, and emotional intelligence. It doesn't mean that being a good leader, you can talk articulately and convincingly. It should have a balanced IQ and other aspects. And school leaders means not just inspiring others, but also setting structured processes that empower teachers and students while maintaining fairness and efficiency. Thank you, and once again, good morning.